My beloved child, listen closely, for I speak not from far away, but from within the chambers of your very heart. You have waited, you have prayed, you have cried tears in the silence of your nights, and you have wondered if I have heard. Today, I tell you, yes, I have heard every whisper, every sigh, every longing of your soul. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not unseen. When heaven moves, it is not in shadows or silence, but in power and love. And I say to you this day, your breakthrough is not far. I am your Father, the one who formed you when no eye yet saw you. Before your mother held you in her arms, I carried you in my eternal embrace. I know the weight you carry, the years that have shaped you, the seasons of joy and the valleys of pain. And now I lean near to tell you, you are about to see what you have prayed for. For when heaven moves, no barrier can stand, no chain can hold, no wall can resist the flood of my goodness. Child, many times you have felt weary, as though the years have taken more than they gave. You have seen losses, said good-bye to faces you loved, felt your own strength weaken as time passed. And in those quiet moments you asked, Lord, is this all there is? Will my life simply fade away with no greater purpose? But I tell you, no moment of your life has been wasted. Not a single prayer has been in vain. Not one tear has fallen without my notice. Even the sorrows you thought would break you have been woven into a tapestry of grace that is preparing the way for breakthrough. Look at the seasons of the earth. Winter seems lifeless, the trees bare, the ground frozen. Yet beneath the soil life stirs unseen. Roots deepen, seeds prepare, and the hidden work of growth takes place. And then spring bursts forth, flowers bloom, and fruit is born. Your soul has endured winters, yes, but the season of breakthrough is like spring. What was hidden will soon be revealed. What was buried will rise. What was silent will sing again. You ask, but Lord, why did you wait so long? Why did my prayers seem unanswered for years? Child, know this. My timing is not delay, it is preparation. When I move heaven for you, it is not halfway, it is complete. I do not give partial victories, I give fullness. I allowed you to walk through deserts, so you would thirst for my living water. I let you sit in silence so that when I spoke, you would know it was I. I allowed doors to remain shut, because the one I am about to open will lead to blessings beyond what you can imagine. My beloved, I have watched you grow older, but I have also watched your faith deepen. To the world, years may look like decline, but to me, years are like polishing gold in the fire. You shine brighter now in spirit than you did in your youth. The wrinkles on your face are lines of wisdom, the aches in your body are marks of endurance, and the tenderness of your heart is the fruit of many years of walking with me. You are not finished. I still breathe purpose into you. You still have prayers to pray, souls to bless, words to speak, and love to give. Yes, child, I know the struggles that still press upon you, the nights you lie awake, thinking of family members who are far from me, the worry that weighs heavy when you look at the world and see so much darkness, the fear of what tomorrow might bring. But hear me, when heaven moves, darkness trembles, chains break, and fear loses its grip. I am not only the God of your past, I am the God of your tomorrow, and I am the God who is with you right now. You are not alone in your battle. You may feel weak, but my strength is made perfect in weakness. You may feel small, but I have placed my Spirit within you, and he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. You may feel your best days are behind you, but I say your eternal days are ahead, and the glory to come far outweighs the pain of now. Think of my Son, your Savior, who walked the earth in humility, who was rejected and wounded, who bore the weight of the cross. In the world's eyes, his mission ended in defeat, yet in the silence of the tomb, heaven was moving. The stone rolled away, death was broken, and resurrection power filled the earth. That same resurrection power is still alive, still moving, still breaking through for you. So do not despair when you see storms rise, when you feel weakness, when you see the world shaken. For child, when heaven moves, it is not to destroy you, but to lift you higher. The shaking comes to remove what cannot remain, so that what is eternal may shine all the more. Trust me, your prayers have reached my throne. Your faith has been seen, your waiting has not been wasted, and your breakthrough is nearer than you know. Beloved, do not look to the world for your hope. Do not measure your worth by what others say. Do not fear that you have been forgotten, for I, the Lord your God, carry you still, from your youth until your old age, from your first breath to your last, and beyond into eternity. You are mine, and I will not let you go. And now let your heart rest in this truth. When heaven moves, your breakthrough begins. My beloved child, now that your heart has heard my promise, let us walk together into deeper reflection. I want you to pause with me, to breathe with me, to listen not only with your ears, but with your soul. For there are truths that are not captured by words alone, but are carried into the depths of your spirit when you allow me to speak gently and slowly, as a father who sits beside his child in the quiet of the evening. Do you remember, child, the first time you realized that life was not always easy? Perhaps it was long ago, when you were young, and you faced disappointment, or when you saw sorrow touch your family for the first time. In those moments, a question stirred in your heart. Why must life carry such weight? Why must the journey include both joy and pain? And through the years, that question has echoed again and again, especially as you have grown older and seen both the beauty and the brokenness of this world. I tell you now, every season of your life has been woven together with divine purpose. Nothing is wasted. Even the painful chapters that you would rather forget have been used to shape the person you have become. Just as the potter presses the clay, reshaping it again and again until it takes the form of something beautiful, so I have pressed and reshaped you through the circumstances of life. You have asked me, Lord, why did you allow me to walk through that valley? And I answer, because in the valley you found my hand, and in the darkness you discovered that my light never leaves. Beloved, I want you to reflect on how far we have traveled together. Think of your childhood prayers, so small yet so full of faith. Think of your youth, when you dreamed dreams that felt larger than life. Think of your middle years, when responsibilities weighed heavy, and you sometimes felt torn between duty and desire. And now, in these later years, you see life with clearer eyes, with wisdom hard-earned, with gratitude for what truly matters. All of it, child, all of it has been part of my story in you. But let us speak plainly, life has not always been gentle. There were moments you thought your heart would break, moments you questioned whether I was still near. Times when the prayers you whispered seemed to return unanswered. Times when you buried loved ones and wondered why I did not intervene. I want you to know this. I was there. In the silence of the sick room, I was holding your hand. In the tears at the graveside, I was weeping with you. In the loneliness of your nights, I was watching over you. You never walked alone, though your eyes did not always see me. And here is a truth to reflect upon, one that will carry you through every season ahead. Suffering is never the end of the story. I redeem what is broken. I heal what is wounded. I turn ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, despair into praise. What you thought would destroy you became the very soil where your faith grew deeper. What you thought was loss became the seed of something eternal. Every cross you carried has prepared you for the crown I have promised. Let your heart remember, child, the countless ways I have sustained you. When there was not enough, did I not provide? When you felt too weak, did I not give you strength for the next step? When the way seemed hidden, did I not open doors at the right time? Reflect on these things, for they will remind you that I am faithful. Even when you doubted, I remained steady. Even when you wandered, I called you back. Even when you stumbled, I lifted you up. Now, let us reflect not only on your journey, but on the journey of the world around you. Look at the times you are living in. So many hearts are restless. So many souls are lost. So many lives are distracted by the noise of this age. People chase after wealth, fame, and fleeting pleasures, but still their hearts are empty. They forget that eternity is real, that life is but a breath, that the soul longs for what only I can give. This, too, is why heaven is moving, for I am calling my children back to me before it is too late. You may look at the world and feel fear. You may see wars, divisions, corruption, and darkness growing. But child, remember this: I have not surrendered my creation. I am still Lord over the nations, still King of kings, still the one who holds history in my hands. The shaking you see is not the end. It is the beginning of a greater outpouring of my Spirit. As surely as dawn follows night, so will light overcome the darkness. This is why your reflections matter. I want you to see your own story not as a chain of accidents, but as a testimony of my faithfulness. I want you to see the world's story not as chaos without direction, but as a canvas upon which I am painting redemption. Every trial, every loss, every storm has been preparing hearts to look upward, to realize their need for me. And when heaven moves, when my Spirit flows like rivers over dry land, those who have been thirsty will drink deeply, and those who have been weary will find rest. My child, I ask you now, what has your heart been holding? Are there regrets you carry? Are there burdens from the past that still weigh you down? Bring them to me. Do not hold them any longer. Reflect honestly, but release fully. You are not created to carry shame or sorrow forever. You were created to live in freedom, to walk in peace, to shine in the light of my love. Even now, as you listen, I am lifting those weights from you. Let them go. Let me carry them, for my shoulders are strong enough to bear what yours cannot. You may say, "But Lord, I am old now. What can I still offer?" O child, do not believe the lie that your best has passed. Some of the greatest prayers are prayed in the quiet of an elder's heart. Some of the deepest wisdom is spoken through the lips of one who has walked long with me. Some of the most powerful testimonies come from those who endured much yet remained faithful. You are not finished. If you still have breath, then you still have purpose. Reflect on this. Your story is not only yours. It is a gift for the generations after you. Your children, your grandchildren, your neighbors, your community. They can see in you the living testimony of my faithfulness. Do not underestimate the power of your words, your prayers, your example. A single prayer, whispered in faith, can shape destinies. A single word of encouragement can save a soul. A single act of kindness can reveal my love. Beloved, take this time to rest in these reflections. See the threads of your life not as tangled and meaningless, but as a beautiful design. See your struggles not as failures, but as testimonies of my sustaining hand. See your present not as empty, but as filled with divine possibility. And see your future not with fear, but with hope. For I who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. So let us pause here together in stillness. You and I, father and child, reflect with me on all that has been, and know this: the same God who carried you yesterday is the same God who stands with you today, and the same God who waits for you tomorrow. And when heaven moves, child, your reflections will turn into rejoicing, for your breakthrough will rise like the morning sun. My beloved child, now that you have reflected with me on your journey, let me fill your heart with encouragement, for I do not want you to only look back with gratitude or look around with awareness. I want you to look forward with hope. Hope is not just a wish. It is the anchor of your soul, rooted in my promises that never fail. You have carried burdens, you have weathered storms, you have endured long nights of waiting, but I tell you this: your story is not one of defeat. Your story is one of victory, for I am with you, and when I am with you, nothing formed against you can prosper. Do not measure yourself by your strength alone, for my strength is enough for you. When you feel weak, remember that I am your everlasting strength. When you feel weary, remember that I am the rest for your soul. When you feel forgotten, Remember that your name is engraved upon the palms of my hands. Encouragement comes not from ignoring reality, but from seeing reality through my eyes. The world may tell you that age means decline, but I tell you that age means depth. The world may say your best years are gone, but I say your eternal years have only just begun. The world may look at your wrinkles and see weakness, but I look at your heart and see wisdom, beauty, and faithfulness refined by time. You are not fading, you are shining brighter. My word says the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, growing brighter until the full light of day. That is your path, beloved. Do not let fear rule your heart. Yes, you see changes in your body. Yes, you see the world shifting in ways that bring concern, but hear me, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The one who parted the Red Sea, who brought down the walls of Jericho, who raised my son from the dead, is the same God who walks beside you now. The miracles of the past are not just stories. They are reminders that I still do the impossible. And I will do it for you. Child, be encouraged that your prayers matter more than you know. Some of your prayers were answered quickly, some have taken years, and some you will only see fulfilled in eternity. But not a single prayer has been wasted. Each one is like a seed planted in the soil of heaven, and in the right season it will bear fruit. Some of the blessings you longed for will flow to your children, your grandchildren, or to generations you may never meet, because your prayers reached my throne. Do not grow weary in prayer, for your words move heaven. I want you to be encouraged, too, by the simple truth that I am with you always. I am not a God who comes and goes like the seasons. I dwell with you, I live in you, I walk beside you. When you rise in the morning, I am there. When you lie down at night, I am near. When you walk through the marketplace, I am with you. When you sit quietly in your home, I am holding you. There has never been a moment of your life when my presence was absent. Even when you felt alone, I was closer than your breath. Beloved, I know there are days when you feel that your efforts are small, that what you can give now is less than before. But let me encourage you, what the world calls small, I call great. A smile to someone lonely, a prayer whispered for a neighbor, a word of kindness spoken in passing. These are treasures in my kingdom. Never believe that your value is measured by how much you can do. Your value is measured by who you are to me, and you are my beloved child. Be encouraged also that the struggles you face now are not forever. Pain will not last, sorrow will not remain, tears will not endure. I have prepared a place for you where every tear will be wiped away, where there is no more mourning or crying or pain. But even before that eternal promise, I give you encouragement for today. For I am your healer, your comforter, your provider. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. When you pass through the waters, they will not sweep over you. My hand will guide you, my spirit will strengthen you, my love will surround you. Child, let encouragement rise in your heart like a song. Do not silence it with worry or fear. Let it rise. Sing in your heart even when circumstances look hard. Rejoice even when you do not yet see the answer. Give thanks even when the way ahead is uncertain, for gratitude and praise are doors through which my blessings flow. When you lift your eyes to me, the heaviness begins to lift, and your spirit begins to soar. Remember how many times I have already brought you through. Think of the illnesses you survived, the dangers you escaped, the needs I provided for. Each of those moments is proof that I will continue to carry you. If I have been faithful in the past, I will be faithful again. If I provided before, I will provide again. If I gave you strength yesterday, I will give you strength today. My faithfulness does not change with the seasons of your life. It is constant, unshakable, eternal. And let me encourage you with this truth. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Sometimes it comes suddenly, like a flood, surprising you with joy. Other times it comes gently, like the dawn, growing brighter each day until you realize the night has passed. But whether sudden or slow, breakthrough always comes when heaven moves. Trust my timing, trust my hand, trust my heart. You may not see the whole path, but I see the end from the beginning. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. Be encouraged, beloved, that you are never too far gone, never too old, never too weak, never too broken for me to use. I delight in using those who feel unworthy, for it is in their weakness that my glory shines brightest. Think of Moses, who thought his time was over at 80 years old, yet I called him to lead a nation. Think of Sarah, who thought her womb was barren, yet I gave her a son of promise. Think of the thief on the cross, who thought it was too late, yet I gave him paradise. If I could do it for them, I can do it for you. Encouragement also comes from knowing that your story is not ending in sorrow, but in joy. The last chapter of your life will not be written by despair, but by victory. The enemy does not have the final word. I do, and my word over you is life, blessing, and everlasting love. You will finish this race not in defeat but in triumph, for I myself will carry you across the finish line. So lift your head, child, lift your heart. Do not let discouragement steal your peace. Do not let fear silence your faith. Do not let the shadows hide your joy, for you are loved with an everlasting love, held with unshakable hands, and carried by a faithful Father. Let encouragement strengthen you now, for your breakthrough is coming, and when heaven moves, encouragement turns into expectation, and expectation into fulfillment. Be still and trust, for the God who loves you is at work even now. My beloved child, now that your heart has been lifted with encouragement, I must also speak to you with the firmness of a father who loves his children too deeply to leave them without warning. For encouragement without guidance is like a lamp without oil. It shines for a moment, but soon fades. I want your light to burn strong, and so I must guide you in the way that leads to life. Listen closely. The world around you is filled with distractions. Many voices call for your attention, pulling you this way and that. Some of those voices sound pleasing, some seem harmless, but not all are from me. There are paths that appear good to human eyes, but lead only to emptiness. There are habits that seem small, but can harden the heart. There are choices that may feel comfortable, but can distance you from my presence. And so I say to you, guard your heart, for from it flow the springs of life. Child, I warn you with love, do not waste your remaining days on what does not matter. You have lived long enough to know that possessions fade, wealth vanishes, popularity changes, and worldly pleasures leave the soul hungry again. What lasts forever is not what your hands can hold, but what your heart can carry into eternity. Faith, hope, and love. Do not let the world steal these treasures from you. You have seen many sunsets, and you know that life passes quickly. Each day is a gift, each breath is a blessing, each moment an opportunity. Do not spend your time in bitterness, holding grudges, or replaying old wounds. Forgive as I have forgiven you. Release what others have done against you, for holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting it to harm your enemy. Let it go, child. Let love and mercy be your final testimony. I also warn you to guard your words. The tongue is small but powerful. It can build up or tear down, bless or curse. At this stage of your life, your words carry even greater weight. Younger hearts listen to you more closely than you realize. Speak life, not despair. Speak faith, not fear. Speak blessing, not criticism. Let your mouth be a fountain of wisdom that points others toward me. And beware of fear, beloved. Fear is a thief that steals peace, joy, and trust. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. The enemy loves to whisper lies into the ears of my children, saying, "You are too old, too weak, too forgotten." Do not believe him. He is the father of lies, and his only purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. Resist him, and he will flee from you. Stand firm in the truth. You are mine, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. I also guide you now concerning the days ahead. The world will grow darker before my light shines in fullness. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. You will see nations in turmoil. You will witness wickedness increase. Do not let these things shake you. They are signs, not of my absence, but of my soon return. Just as the labor pains of a mother signal that new life is near, so do the shakings of the world signal that my kingdom is drawing close. Keep watch, child. Lie ready, for the Son of Man will come at an hour you do not expect. Let me warn you gently, do not grow lazy in your spirit. Some think, I have walked with the Lord for many years, I have prayed enough, I have done enough. But faith is not something that retires. As long as you have breath, you are called to abide in me, to pray without ceasing, to love without measure. Do not let your lamp grow dim. Keep oil in your vessel, keep your heart awake, keep your eyes lifted. For the bridegroom is coming, and blessed are those whom he finds ready. Child, let your choices now be eternal ones. Each day, ask yourself, does this draw me closer to God or farther away? Does this reflect love or selfishness? Does this honor the one who gave me life? You are in the final chapters of your earthly story. Make them chapters of light, of faith, of blessing. Leave behind not just memories, but a legacy of godliness that will ripple through generations. Another warning I must give you is this: do not neglect my word. Many have allowed dust to settle on their Bibles, choosing instead to fill their minds with endless news, gossip, or entertainment. But my word is life. It is bread for the hungry, water for the thirsty, strength for the weary, and light for the path. Even if your eyes grow dim, let your ears hear my word. Speak it aloud, sing it, hold it close, for in it you will find wisdom, comfort, and truth that endures forever. And let me speak to you about pride, even the hidden kind that slips into the heart unnoticed. Pride says, I can handle this on my own. Pride says, my way is best. Pride says, I know better than others. Beloved, humility is the way of my kingdom. Do not cling to your own understanding. Lean on me. Ask for help when you need it. Admit your weakness and let my strength be made perfect in you. The humble heart is the one I lift up. The meek soul is the one I crown with honor. I guide you also to beware of despair. Some of my children, when they see the brokenness of the world, lose hope. They say, everything is getting worse. There is no point in trying any more. But I say to you, do not let despair take root. For I am still moving. I am still saving souls, still healing lives, still pouring out my Spirit. Revival often comes when things look darkest. Light shines brightest in the night. Lift your eyes above the storm, for your redemption draws near. Beloved, take this guidance as my loving hand upon your shoulder. I do not warn to frighten you, I warn to prepare you. I do not guide to burden you, I guide to bless you. Every command I give is rooted in love, for I desire not that you stumble, but that you finish well. And when you stumble, as all children do, run quickly back to me. Do not hide in shame, do not delay in guilt. My arms are always open. Repentance is not punishment, it is freedom. Confession is not humiliation, it is release. Now hear this final warning for your heart. Do not let your love grow cold. In the last days, many hearts will harden, distracted by sin or numbed by suffering. But you, child, keep your love alive. Love me with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love others as yourself. Love the unlovable, forgive the unforgivable, serve the undeserving, because that is what I have done for you. And when you love, you shine like a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. So take this guidance and keep it close. Treasure it in your heart. Live each day as though it may be your last on earth and your first in heaven. Let your heart remain soft, your faith remain strong, your hope remain unshakable, and your love remain burning. For when heaven moves, it is not only to comfort, it is also to awaken, to guide, to warn, and to prepare my children for the greater glory to come. My beloved child, now that I have spoken to you with encouragement, warning, and guidance, let me bring this message to its fullness. I want these words to rest deep within you like seeds planted in rich soil, watered by my Spirit, growing into a harvest of peace, strength, and unshakable faith. This is the closing of my message for today, but it is not the closing of my voice, for I will continue to speak to you tomorrow, and every tomorrow after that, until the day you see me face to face. Child, listen as I gather everything I have spoken into one embrace of love. From the very beginning, I told you, when heaven moves, breakthroughs begin. This truth has not changed from the moment you first heard my voice to this moment now. My movement is not distant, it is personal. My breakthroughs are not for strangers, they are for you. Yes, you, my beloved, my chosen, my precious one. Your life, with all its joys and sorrows, with its long nights and bright mornings, with its laughter and its tears, has been carefully held in my hands. Not a single day was hidden from me. Even the days you thought were wasted, I have redeemed. Even the wounds you thought would never heal, I have been mending. Even the prayers you thought went unanswered, I have stored in the chambers of heaven, and in their time they will bring forth fruit. Nothing you have given to me has ever been lost, so now I say, take courage, lift up your eyes, straighten your shoulders, breathe deeply of my presence, for you are not walking into the sunset of life. You are walking into the sunrise of eternity. The best is not behind you, beloved, the best is ahead. I have prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I have prepared a home for you where sorrow will never touch you again. I have prepared crowns of glory for those who endure, garments of white for those who overcome, songs of victory for those who remain faithful. This is your inheritance, sealed by my promise. Let me tell you this plainly, you are loved more deeply than you will ever comprehend on this side of eternity. My love for you is not like human love, which rises and falls, which grows weary, which sometimes forgets. My love is everlasting. I loved you before you were born. I love you now as you listen, and I will love you forever. There is nothing you can do to make me love you less, and nothing you can do to make me love you more. My love is complete, perfect, eternal, and because I love you, I will never leave you. Even as the days grow short, even as your strength wanes, even as your body reminds you of its limits, I remain unchanging. I am the strength of your heart and your portion forever. When your legs can no longer walk, I will carry you. When your voice can no longer sing, I will sing over you. When your eyes can no longer see, I will be the light within you. And when your final breath comes, it will not be an end but a beginning, the moment your soul awakens fully into my eternal embrace. But until that day, child, you still have purpose here. Do not think that your life is only waiting. Every day is a chance to shine, every word a chance to bless, every prayer a chance to move mountains. You may feel small, but through you, I can move heaven and earth. Do not despise the little things, for in my kingdom, the smallest seed grows into the greatest tree. A single smile, a single prayer, a single act of faithfulness can change eternity. Let me close with this truth. Breakthroughs are not only about the answers you seek, but about the transformation I bring. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough is not in your circumstances, but in your heart. When peace replaces fear, that is breakthrough. When forgiveness replaces bitterness, that is breakthrough. When faith replaces doubt, that is breakthrough. When hope rises after despair, that is breakthrough. And when love fills the place where hatred once dwelled, that is the greatest breakthrough of all. So walk now in confidence, beloved. Do not shrink back. Do not live as though you are defeated. You are more than a conqueror through him who loves you. You are a child of the King, heir to an eternal kingdom, a vessel of my Spirit, a bearer of my light. The same power that raised my Son from the grave lives in you. Carry that truth wherever you go. Let it be your song in the morning and your comfort in the night. Let it be the fire that keeps your lamp burning until I return. And now, let me bless you as you close your eyes in this moment of listening. Peace be upon you, peace deeper than the world can give. Strength be upon you, strength that carries you through weakness. Joy be upon you, joy that springs up even in sorrow. And love be upon you, love without measure, love without end, love that flows from my heart to yours and back again. Do not fear tomorrow, I am already there. Do not cling too tightly to yesterday. I have already redeemed it. Do not worry about today. I am walking beside you in every step. Trust me, child. Trust me fully. Trust me always. And when you see heaven move, and you will know that it was not by chance, not by luck, not by coincidence, but by my divine hand working all things together for good. And when the breakthrough comes, and it surely will, you will say, "The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes." So let us end here, not in silence, but in expectation. Expectation that what I have spoken will come to pass. Expectation that tomorrow holds more of my goodness. Expectation that eternity will be the fulfillment of every longing. And now, my child, rest in my love. Let my words echo in your spirit long after this moment ends. Hold them close, treasure them, live by them, for they are life to you, hope to you, and strength to you. This message is finished, but my voice is not. I will speak again, tomorrow, with words to refresh you, to guide you, to fill you anew. Come back and listen again, for I have more to share, more to give, more to pour into your soul. Until then, walk in peace, live in hope, and rejoice in my love. For truly, when heaven moves, breakthroughs begin.